back to PunchDrunk ENT. We got you guy here with you, Mr. Swag No Aggie.
I'm just Dan.
And today we are doing chair shots. Can you get it out?
Reaction. WWE's best chair shots compilation 1 of 2.
Yes.
Shout out to Baron Clashing for the video. I'll make sure I put this in the description. So we avoid legal troubles.
Yes, yes. So we decided, as you guys know, this is going to be our first reaction video. We're going to have many more coming to you guys. Wrestling, gaming, music, whatever, man. We're going to be having reaction to it. Also reviews for some of our favorite games. Yeah. We're going to have that set up as well. Yeah. So I'm not going to talk too much. So let's get into it, man. Hope you guys like it. Remember, make sure you guys click the link for the subscription. Follow us. We out here.
Let's go.
คำเตือนการใช้เก้าอี้ฟาดหัวเป็นท่าที่อันตราย
Whatever he said.
เพราะฉะนั้นแล้วเด็กๆไม่ควรทำตามนะครับ
Hey, boom.
Sheamus.
It's a shame for Sheamus.
Get to listen to some of these hard-hitting shots.
We got Kurt. Oh, Mark.
Really?
Mark.
Just fell into the table?
Yeah. Hey, it's the Rock. It's the kill. I mean,
Happy Father's Day.
Pause it. No, we're not gonna be doing that. We are not gonna be doing that, man.
Listen, Chris Benoit, he's a great wrestler.
Yes.
Can't put that past him.
Technically sound wrestlers of all time, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, top 5 most technically sound wrestlers of all time.
Sad how that went down.
Yeah, if you guys watch on Vice, the story of Chris Benoit, man, definitely dope to watch.
Gives you a better understanding of actually what happened to that man. We don't want to get down too down into that.
Let's keep it going, man.
That's why it happened that way. Quiche.
Wham! Shame, man. Gosh. Oh gosh. Undertaker, Triple H.
I like when they try to get their hand up, but
they can't.
Some just don't care, like Kane, apparently.
Wait a minute, referee.
What's that? Test?
That test?
Yeah.
Sheesh. That Hulk?
Hit Hogan.
Yes. You need. Oh, got him.
What you gonna do?
Oh.
That was soft. Come on, Rock.
Yeah, Rock. He was soft on that one.
That's the ladies?
Wow.
That was at WrestleMania. Y'all let that go down like that?
Yes, they did. It's like 05, something like that.
Yeah, that's when Cena was still cool.
Yeah. Ooh, shout out to the W boys, man. Are they in the Hall of Fame yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
If they're not, they were supposed to be. Oh.
Brock.
One thing Brock don't need is a chair.
Wow.
Bro, commentators catching it? Hold up.
Who was that? Yeah, I think the commentator. Go back on that one. Yeah. Did the commentator catch it? Yeah.
That's one of the foreign commentators. Non-popular opinion.
Yeah.
I like Kane better than Undertaker.
I'm kind of with you on that.
Like as far as the whole character-wise and all that, Kane was just.
It was so he's more mysterious than Undertaker to me. He did that mysterious role better.
It's like, well, Taker, you only get to a certain point where that character's like, all right, dead man.
Pretty much.
We figured it out. Dead. Yeah, alive.
Yeah, shout out to Kane though, man. Remember they had the whole storyline of him being Undertaker's brother.
Yeah, that's how he came in. Like good start and all that, man. Just
it's hard, but it's hard to really like continue a great storyline like that.
Yeah. Back then it was easy.
Yeah.
But as the years progressed, yeah, it's really when the internet came along, it kind of killed everything, right?
Yeah. A lot of things. So let's watch the internet. Kurt.
Shout out to Kurt too. I've been watching old wrestling. How he got every title within the first year of him being in the company. Underrated title guy.
Yeah. Another one of those great technical wrestlers
Yeah.
that they made into a bad guy and kind of.
Shout out to China.
Rest in peace, Shane.
I guess the referee doesn't see it. Big Show.
Rhino.
Boy, Rhino! I'm probably playing my favorite spear.
Rhino?
Yeah.
Get go. Yeah. I put that up there. Well, maybe look at this spirit compilation in the future. Yeah. The most non-threatening big dude in the business.
Pretty much, yeah.
Soft chair hits. Come on, man.
I was watching on the phone. Hold up. So I was watching this one. He's a celebrity chiropractor.
Yeah.
You saw that? Okay.
Bro, isn't that the chisel was hitting his tailbone or some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird.
Man, I don't know, man. I couldn't be going on chiropractors like that, man. Even though I probably need it. But nah, man. Yeah, okay.
Leave my tailbone alone.
Yeah, pretty much. Recipe to Maya.
Yeah.
Bubba Ray. Man. Oh,
And the ref. Well,
it's a burp. Baby L. Hey, let's
shout out to Eddie, man.
Shout out to the governor.
Is it governor or mayor or something?
Yeah, it's mayor or governor. One of the two. Oh.
Mick Foley, man.
Another underrated one.
Brock again. God. Hold up.
I think Brock really
No faking that at all.
Brock really wanted to do this. I think people hated Brock. But Brock really fight you.
Brock came in thinking this shit was legit. I gotta win.
And people don't understand wrestling. Let me get a pause real quick. People don't understand. Like, yes, you can say wrestling's fake, but you don't understand the athletes these people are.
Exactly.
Like athletes. I'm talking about some were, even though they didn't want to do big in the NFL, some were NFL players, some were, you know, Olympic wrestlers, some were like these are legit athletes.
You got some boxers, some former boxers, some former MMA athletes. Like they get it from all over.
Yeah. So you can call us what you want and everything, but these people ain't no just actors. These guys really.
I hate to call it fake. I love to call it predetermined.
I like that. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah.
Predetermined. So don't call it fake, man. These guys are real for real and everything. These guys are legit athletes.
You might call them stupid. I will call a lot of them stupid, but they do it for the benefit of the crowd, man. They always say like it's the rush you get from the crowd cheering. You're willing to do whatever when you're out there like that.
You got to, man. That's what it's about.
Decade of destruction continues. Undertaker chair in hand. Oh, come on. This is almost like a setup. Bradshaw, this Christian.
Fall asleep.
Goldberg. I don't remember Triple H wearing weird tights like that.
Hey, oh. That was really good. And that's a pen.
The Inferno matches?
Yes, I remember those.
Yep.
Yeah, Shane. I'm gonna call it. Shane was very underrated.
Shout out to Shane. You're gonna be seeing a lot of him in some of these compilations because that boy is crazy.
Yes, I love about Shane.
For somebody to not be a wrestler, you a millionaire son, and you throwing your body into all this stuff. A billionaire, yeah. I don't think he was a billionaire back then.
All right,
but still a millionaire.
Yeah,
you getting in the ring doing this, you don't have to.
Jumping. Even let's be real about it. I would give him the top 3 best elbows off the top ropes because he
a little weird elbow.
Yeah, but he will fly with it. He let it fly.
Crazy, still doing stuff like that though.
Yeah, shout out to Shane, man. He came in and you could tell he wanted it. He was definitely wanted it, and that's something you want from people. Whatever you're trying to call it, predetermined, fake, whatever. You have guys that really want it and that they will really put their body to the line like that, like him.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy, like
people that do it just for the sake of the business.
Yeah.
You want the companies to succeed, not necessarily for yourself, but for the entire company.
Yeah,
like
you take guys like
that's
Mick
what
Foley
it is.
and everything. That turned off the. You already know, man. These guys really wanted it.
I feel bad for Foley nowadays.
Yeah, man. You see that?
It's just sad to watch him now, man. He's barely moving, barely walking around, just like a. He did it for the money, though, man. I don't know. I don't know.
Money, probably for the joy of it too, man.
Yeah.
You listen. They do this a lot, man. This is what happens. Back to the chair shots, man. Leader.
Oh, taking it off. That's the first Cell in a Cell match. Wham! That's when Kane debuted. Okay, Flair. Oh, the brothers.
The brothers.
That was Matt and Jeff.
Oh yeah, Jeff got a little big in that thing.
Oh, they showing fall.
Ooh, that's an acolytes. Hey.
Oh, I remember this.
Oh.
God. The chair wrapped around this man's head.
Yeah.
That's the breakup of Edge and Christian.
Yep.
I'm not gonna correct myself.
All right, Mike Tyson. Are they still doing that fight?
Oh, Tyson and now I got canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured.
I think because of the whole COVID stuff, though.
Yeah, COVID and everything that's going on with that.
Yeah.
Would have been dope, but yeah, I think
it got postponed. Didn't get canceled. Got postponed.
Yeah. I think it was because I realized it wasn't picking up traction. It must have been canceled a minute ago.
When it first got announced, it picked up traction, but then it took so long to get there. It's supposed to be this month, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was supposed to be this month. It was supposed to be like the 19th, I think.
I think it'll happen. They just pushed it back, though.
We'll see, man.
Crack.
Okay, I'm gonna have my opinion about one of the wrestlers I've just seen right there. Was that Bautista?
Nah, that was some Russian dudes. Cosmo?
Okay.
Shout out to Scott Steiner.
Yes. Big Papa Pump.
Sabu.
Oh my God, Sabu. ECW was about that life.
Bro.
This guy. You dick.
Oh, Bret Hart. Come on, man. That's why I say what I say about Bret. Overrated. Fight me on that.
Listen, you think Bret Hart's overrated? I'ma call it. I think Batista's overrated.
True. Batista I think he was fairly rated.
He said fairly rated.
Let's roll on to part 2 in this, man.
Yeah, let's go, man.
Keep it all
คำเตือ
one.
นการใช้เก้าอี้ฟาดหัวเป็นท่าที่อันตราย เพราะฉะนั้นแล้วเด็กๆไม่ควรทำตามนะครับ
Bird. Again, shout out to Baron Clashing. Put some dope compilations together, man.
Yep. Boom. Boom.
Stone Cold.
Go in the back of your head. One eye, the fault right here, what's in the chair.
God, talk about overrated.
Yeah.
Man, they go old school.
Andre. What the?
Come on, Dre.
I heard about Andre the Giant, though. They talked first about him.
Yeah.
They said this man used to drink like.
Bro, he's a big ass dude. But he drink and then everybody else try to follow up and.
Yeah, they said, what's the name? Randy, Macho Man, and the Hogan tried to drink with him.
Yeah.
They say he used to drink him under the table.
Everybody be drinking. You got Dre. I'm calling him Dre. I'm calling him Dre. He the last man standing. We ain't out drinking a giant.
Laughing at you and everything. They had some crazy stories, man. I think it was Yeah, like Andre the Giant, Wilt Chamberlain, and like all of them was together and everything at one point.
Wow, that's a weird mix up of dudes.
Big dudes and everything coming out. Yeah, let's get it, man. One day I'm gonna show you that.
Again as Andre trying to lower the boom on the hump.
Yo, that was in his That's Atlantic City.
Oh shoot! JBL, the big boots for real for JBL. Sean
Oh,
Undertaker.
don't.
Banging them trash can. Oh, good.
Shallow. Oh. Oh, this is crazy.
Yeah. Is that my guy Shamrock?
Shamrock. That's one of the hardest chair hits ever.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah. He put his head into that.
That is not a fake chair, ladies and gentlemen. He like he was falling before he got hit. Hold up. He was already on his way back before he got hit.
Yep. Hey man, it's a way to cushion the fall. That's what you gotta do. You gotta try to cushion the fall because they're real chairs. It's all in your movement, man. Shout out to Taz as well.
Taz is like an Oompa Loompa. Why is he orange? His skin is orange.
Yeah.
Kurt!
Boom. Yeah, you see how they set it up? They already start falling.
Yeah.
It helps cushion the fall so the impact won't be as hard.
Oh, you see his Kane's shoulders
That
go
Ken
up.
Shamrock one, that was, he put his head into that.
Yeah. It's a nasty one. I hope they show when Brock got hit by Jeff Hardy. Jeff hit him straight in the face with the chair. There you go, your boy Batista.
This overrated son of a...
He's a better actor than a wrestler, I give him that.
When they brought Batista out, I thought he was the most nastiest person. He was the Brock before Brock.
True. No. No. Brock was first.
Brock was first?
Brock was first. Yeah.
Alright.
Because Batista came in. Batista was he came in as a deacon. His character. That's when the Dudley Boys split. They had Devon being a reverend. And his deacon was Batista. He carried around a box full of money.
That's right.
Yeah, and I think that was like in 03, 04. Brock was like 2002.
That wasn't that far.
Nah. I think Brock, Cena, and Batista was all like training together before they all got called up. And Orton. Randy Orton.
Yep. Check that out. I said shout out to Taz be hitting the chair.
Don't do it.
No, Vince. No.
You got to give Vince props.
Listen, man. Vince an asshole in business like every other person in business, but he supported his brand 100%. He went behind it. He was part of it. He did what he had to do, man, to keep it up.
Still to this day, because they had one of the events where somebody was jumping off something high. The guy the rest of what they didn't want to do it. Vince got up there before, like little rehearsals and all that. He got up there and did it himself, just to show that it was safe. Like, so he still, he still does what he needs to do, man.
Yeah, he definitely protects his brand there. Like I said, asshole businessman though. But that's what
you gotta be.
That's what you gotta be. Yeah, you have to It's basically in business. Like, this is a business lesson. If you guys own a business, you actually have to be stronghold in your business. You may be wrong, super wrong, but you have to hold strong in your business. If you fail in anything, you fall with it.
Benoit. It's still so weird seeing clips of him, man. I don't know where they hit, but
the back of his head. But like I said, they gotta set it up to whereas to take that punch. Oh!
It's all about how you sell the chair shot too.
Yeah.
That's the big thing. Speaking of selling, Devon.
I think that was another underrated what's the name? Tag team matchup. The Dudley Boys versus
it wasn't underrated at all.
Yeah.
There was people still like think of it as the best tag. What tag team was the best in wrestling was Edge and Christian, Hardys and Dudleys.
Yep.
It's never been better than that.
I mean,
you had 3 teams coming from nowhere pretty much. Edge and Christian and Hardys was new in WWF. Dudleys had a name for ECW, but WWF crowd was completely new. And they outperformed main events at that point, man.
Yep, they definitely did. And that's what I'm saying. They outperformed. I mean, you had the Edge and Christian, you had the D-Generation X with Road Dogg and Billy Gunn. But the Hardy Boys and 3D,
they took it to a new level.
Hard chair shot right in the chair.
I'm sick of seeing Hogan. You got a wig on?
Hogan never, wrestling wise, Hogan never really excited me.
He's the 80s crowd, man.
Yeah. Get your ass up here, boy.
Okay.
Oh, shout out to Jericho. You know, Jericho's kind of an
Jericho's still doing it, man. Building a whole nother company on his back right now.
AEW, right?
Yep. Goldberg? Rock? Yo, he's teeing off on this man.
Took all that. Kishi.
Stay down, Keish.
Another underrated person, Rikishi.
Oh. Nah, I've been watching a lot of the old stuff. I'm at the point now. For those who remember when Stone Cold got ran down in the parking lot, this is the storyline. He got ran over in the parking lot. They waited a whole year for the story to continue. Come to find out, it was like a who done it type shit. Rikishi was the one who did it, and he did it for the. He supposedly did it for The Rock to help The Rock's career elevate.
Oh wow!
But Rikishi can't cut a promo to save his life.
No, he can't.
So it comes off like a robot almost. I did it for The Rock. That's how he's saying it pretty much. So overrated, nah. For a big man, I give him that. He moved well for a 400-pound dude.
Yeah.
But you gotta learn how to talk, baby.
Yeah.
Or you can hit with chairs.
WWE, man, you better, your promo better be up top notch.
Oh my God! Wow!
Come here.
Look out here. Referee didn't see that, but you can hear it all the way.
Like it's Spirit Squad.
Yeah, we don't want to leave my guy quiet, man.
Yes. Now get him in.
Yeah.
That's enough. No. Oh God, that's enough. Step in
Mick Foley, man.
3 shots to the skull. The last ride here. Kurt Angle. Last ride delivered.
Get your ass.
He's have won the match. Yes. The have won the match. Oh my God. What a shot. Kane in the ring. He knocks down
D-Generation X.
And Kane fighting for survival. With a steel chair to the head of Kane.
Hold on, pause a little bit.
Holly with a steel chair.
I gotta get my D-Generation X story. D-Generation X was one of the first groups that made saying "suck it" okay back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Like we were just going around like as kids, just
Right, yo, yeah, to understand the point. If people watch it, somebody watching this, you wasn't alive during that era of wrestling. Wrestling was up here. Wrestling was mainstream. Like people knew it was fake, but from an entertainment value, man.
Listen, man, entertainment was the word, man. I'm talking about wrestling parties, get the pizza, you know how people be doing it for boxing events? That's how it was for wrestling events for us and everything.
Yeah.
Listen.
That's for everybody. I'm telling you, it wasn't just us, man. They was killing rating wise. They was killing everything. They was beating football. They was beating NBA and NFL stuff, man. Super Bowl was getting killed by weekly television shows. Again, you had people telling people to suck it. You had a bald dude beating up his boss.
Yeah.
So you had a dead dude, the Undertaker. You had his burnt up brother. It was weird. It was a soap opera.
Yeah,
soap opera for adults. That's what it was.
Exactly, and everything. Everybody was tuned in next week. What's going to happen next week? Who's going to win this fight? Who's this and everything? Like that, like like we had to think about it was like the best era of wrestling. And like my favorite wrestling probably was that 98 to like 2003.
Yes. So, most people will agree with you.
Yeah.
From a story standpoint.
Yeah.
Like now you got more athletic people doing a lot of flip spots and all that shit. That's what goes on now. And a lot of people argue that this is the best time, but nah. Back then you had people, what wrestlers supposed to do, you tell a story in the ring with the match, with the moves you do, you telling the story.
Right, man. You had actual, like now you still, that's why you still had some of the people that came out during our era still strong, like you know, like some of them, yeah, but it was strong. But yeah, let's get back to the rest of these chairs, man.
In the ring, when he knocks down Billy Gunn, and Kane fighting for a steel chair to the head of Kane. Coming along, Hardcore Holly with a steel chair. What are you gonna do?
It's a lot of Benoit clips. You see why this man's brains was scrambled.
What's this? Wait a minute.
What's up with those pants, Jeff?
You see why a lot of people was on drugs.
True.
Them painkillers ain't no joke, man. Them painkillers can lead to so much more. He did not feel that.
Hell no. All cushion. Flair busted open.
Oh, gosh.
It's some new stuff.
Yeah.
Surprised to see that in new WWE stuff. Hold it.
Put your hand up, that's right.
Oh, Vince. Jim Ross make it good too. Good God.
Yeah, I'm trying to Jim Ross. Oh. Yeah. Shout out to Booker T, man.
Shout out to The Rock. Him and his family just getting over COVID.
Yeah.
You was about overrated.
Big Show?
Big Show, man. Yeah. Go away.
They can't see the show on Netflix.
I see that. I see it. Well.
He tried, man. He tried to move you. He tried to do this for something. That was it.
Let's see who got hit. I'm trying to pick some of these old guys out, but like that shit, I can't tell. And I don't know who that was.
It's not the Paul Bearer.
Paul Heyman?
Paul Heyman, yes.
Mark! Shout out.
Shout out.
Thanks, Taz. Bro, would you hit your daddy in the head with a would you hit your daddy in the head with a steel chair?
Yes.
That's why I call the man overrated. He turned, looked at the table, and just dropped on it.
Yeah, he had to make sure he landed on it. Oh, gosh. That was real over.
Yeah. Ed's got to be put up there with some of the greats, man.
Yeah. Still doing it. Came back, still doing it.
Yeah, now he ain't.
Oh, yeah?
The match he came back for, he got injured again.
Ooh.
Legit.
Seconds away from it all ending.
Two old ass men just taking each anger on each other.
Yeah.
Sabu throwing chairs.
Oh, God.
Good catch.
He caught that one. He was in up for that one.
Rob!
Dead the whole fucking show.
One of my favorites, man.
Yes.
We gotta look at a RVD compilation at some point.
Yeah. Still one of my favorites, man. Two women in that day. Still got it. You know what I'm saying?
This chair is dented.
Huh?
Go to sleep.
Let him see him.
Let me hold this.
Spike.
One-handed?
Wow. Nigga, man.
You know Jeff do it. Jeff be painting his face all up. Who was that?
Maybe,
God. ECW.
Yeah.
Look at that chair. Oh, that was from center field. Oh, no.
Old school.
Yeah, Mankind.
And the Brown. UPS.
Looking Brown do for you.
Why's his pants down? What's going on here? Hold up.
I don't know what's going on there. Oh.
You gonna get no context for that?
Nah, I don't know what they're doing that one. Oh, goodness. So that was fun, chairs, man. That was fun. Man. That was fun. That was crazy, man.
But y'all gonna see a lot more of that.
Yes.
This video went a lot longer than I thought it would have been.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, we're gonna do some more of these, man.
So remember, guys, make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube. Show us love, man. We also have a Facebook, Twitch. We're on everything. So click the links, follow, share, subscribe.
Yeah.
Show love. This is PunchDrunk ENT, Mr. Swaggy No Aggie.
I'm just Dan.
And we out.